I know, my younger self, you want everything now. Not tomorrow, not the next day, not next month, not next year. You want everything now. I know, I get it. But life doesn't work that way. Life works in a mysterious way. Oftentimes it works in a way that you never expected. But you must believe that the universe or life works in your favor. Yes, it creates challenges, but to help you grow. If you think that life here to work against you, it's gonna do more harm than good. You're gonna just become more frustrated and upset. So decide to trust that. Decide to trust that the universe or life works in your favor even when you don't see it physically. Even when all you see is pains and struggles. And I think this is one of the hardest part. Our limited brains can't really fully comprehend or able to explain logically in the moment. And that's when we most give up and let their emotion take over. When we don't have the thing that we want yet, we get frustrated, we become impatient. We rush things. We don't want to wait. But let me tell you this, relax. Let every moment be what it's going to be. What's meant to be will come your way, and what's not will fade away. The only way that you are able to relax is when you decide to trust the universe, you decide to trust God, decide to trust life. No matter what happens into your life, believe that it works in your favor, it works for your own good. Even when you don't see it, even all you see in front of you right now is very ugly and very dark. But believe it anyway. When you experience a feeling of impatience, unease, or rush, or want things now, remind yourself that what's meant to be will come your way. What's not will fade away. Like in relationship, you want to have that relationship now. You want to have that beautiful, attractive woman now. You want to have the right one who showed up and respond back to you right now. We want everything happen at the now. But it's not in our control to decide when it's gonna happen. It depends on life. But when you trust it, when you have faith in the universe, it actually works so much better for you, and now you can relax. I know it's very hard. When you see an attractive girl, you have her number, you text her and you want her to respond back to you right away, and you want her to show interest in you. But sometimes you don't have control over that. You can't really control how she's gonna respond back to you. I know it's very hard if a girl that you like a lot end up going away. We don't want it. We often don't even want to accept it. And that's when we become very upset and frustrated. I know it's hard to meet the person that's like you seem like really click with and you find them very attractive. But it's turned out after like you meet up with them, after you text them several times, it's turned out they're no longer interested in you, and I know it's hard to let them go away. It's never easy at all. But if you rush things, but if you force things, you're gonna just end up frustrated and getting disappointed. Because when we try to force things, we literally go against the nature of the universe. Keep in mind that the nature of the universe doesn't necessarily go to the way that you want it. It knows that you want that girl so bad. You want that woman so bad. But it doesn't mean that you will get that woman. It doesn't mean that that woman will be good for you. And I know it's hard in the moment to accept that and to actually let her go. It's not easy. It happens to me so many times and it's never easy for me to accept it. But every time when I refuse to accept it and refuse to go with the flow and the nature of the universe, I end up getting disappointed and frustrated. And that's why it's so important that you trust the universe, you trust life works in your favor. And remember that what's meant to be will come your way and what's not will fade away. The same thing within friendship, right? You invite a friend to do something and he say no and tell you a bunch of random bullshit excuses. So instead of moving on and do your own things, you continue trying to convince him to go, and it's often end up only that he doesn't want to go and you just waste your time and energy. It's happened to me so many times. You send the invitation, either say yes or say no. If they say no, okay, move on. Stop forcing things to happen. When you accept the way it is, when you accept it, hey, this is the nature of the universe, and go with the flow, you will experience a feeling of relaxation, and that's what you want. The same thing within business, in any interaction, in sales. We all want to close a deal. But many people try to force things even when they see that a customer is no longer interested. So instead of letting it go and just go with the flow, they try to force things and use different techniques to convince that customer to come back. But oftentimes it's only end up that frustrated for both parties. When something is about to happen, it's going to happen. It's not in your control for that. You can show up, take action, and listen to your intuition and listen to your gut. When it feels like it seems right, then do it. But when it tells you that to stop, then stop. Stop going against the nature of the universe and force things to happen. I mean, the key takeaway is learn to relax while we are in the process of getting what we want. Oftentimes, we hardly relax and feel peaceful because we want it now. That's our nature of human being. We want everything now. And I know it's very hard to trust the process when your current situation is a struggle. Right? When we are winning or when we are at a high point, it's easy to imagine on the possibilities. When we are winning, we feel like we can accomplish everything in life. That's why it's so important that you learn to relax in no matter what circumstances are. Because if you can't really relax and rush things, you will just end up getting frustrated, disappointed, hopeless, and eventually you will give up. That's why I emphasize so much on learn to relax and let life take care of itself. The best way and the most effective way is to have faith. Have faith in God. Have faith in the universe. And the most important as well is to in yourself. Decide to believe that life works for you. Life is on your side. My friend, no matter what circumstance in your life right now, it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. If it's good, celebrate it. If it's bad, relax. If something is supposed to happen, it's going to happen. Let every moment be what it's going to be. What's meant to be will come your way. What's not will fade away. And decide to trust that no matter what happens, life works for you. And it always works for you. Hey, hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave great review just because that will help a lot of people like your beautiful self to find more about my channel. And until next time, thank you.